In 2012, attorneys who said they represented her responded by saying she was leading a private life devoted to the Church of Scientology. In 2013, Leah Remeni, a former Scientologist and critic of the organization, filed a missing person reporting Miscavige with the LA department. The LAPD closed the investigation within hours and described the report as unfounded. Has she showed herself? Have people seen her?
Yes.
She has?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And where has that been documented?
I think she was seen at a restaurant eating out outside of
that's great news.
Outside of the compound. She also has the compound that she's in is in Northern California. It's relatively secluded. It's actually quite nice from what I've heard. So she is basically comfortably living, devoted to Scientology in seclusion. And you could argue that David Miscavige wanted to get rid of her, that he put her there to take her out of the limelight, that he didn't want to share the limelight with her, and that he wanted her out of his life. Be that as it may, she's not unaccounted for. She lives in this relatively comfortable place in Northern California, albeit a full-time Scientology facility where she's working for Scientology day in, day out, and this is her life. Is
that it, Rob?
This is the only Scientology in Northern California. I could find the Petriola. Is that correct? They say it's a giant compound with a hidden bunker underneath.
And says what? That she is there?
That's the only Scientology headquarters that I could find in a remote, secluded location in Northern California.
I'm not really sure which facility it is by name, but it is in Northern California, and it's not a huge facility, but it's where she is. That may be the facility, in fact, there. But people know where she is. I mean, it's not a mystery. She has been there for a number of years.
Yeah, the niece was on News Nation just a few months ago. Did you see that interview?
Yeah, I'm aware of it. Yes.
Yeah. She claimed that she has been seen, but doesn't want to give proof. So obviously she was critical of Scientology, but the niece herself says, "I'm not sure." Let me just have this, Rob. I'm going to send this to you if you want to take a look at this. But if you're telling me this is breaking news for a lot of us, because, most people didn't know if she was out there or not. But that's phenomenal news that she is good. Can you just watch that to see what she says about her being around and that being the most recent thing? Credible source coming from the niece.
Hi, I'm Rick Allen Ross, cult expert, intervention specialist, author of the book Cults Inside Out. You can find me on Manect.
Okay, so now let's kind of somebody from that community could say, well, on the Scientology side, Tom Cruise is how old, Rob? Can you look up how Tom Cruise is? Tom Cruise is
63.
63 years old. Go to Grant Cardone. Okay, Grant Cardone's age. He's probably got to be late 50s, early 60s. 67 years old. Can you go to images of Grant Cardone? He does not look 67 years old, okay? That's an older picture, but a recent one. The guy doesn't look 67 years old. It's probably a 2-year picture, 1-year picture, something like that. So somebody may say, why do these two guys, why do they look so good in their 60s? Maybe they have figured something out that others haven't. What would you say to that?
I think that they live very healthy, productive lives.
Okay.
And I think that what we should disabuse ourselves of is the notion that intelligent, successful people cannot get caught up in cults. I have personally deprogrammed 5 medical doctors. One was an orthopedic surgeon, another was an anesthesiologist, very respected physicians. And each one of them, at the time that I worked with them, and each intervention, thankfully, was successful, they truly believed in the group that they were in. And only through an intervention were they brought out when their family supported that intervention. So it is possible for someone very intelligent, very successful in life to be caught up in a group that has been called a cult.